Alright, now I'll talk about preface numbering. So in this problem, we will create a loop all the way from 1 to the page number, and we can convert each of those numbers into Roman numerals and count the letters. So here is my code. I have a few global arrays. The first one is the characters for each number. This is I stands for 1, V stands for 5, X stands for 10, L stands for 50, C is 100, D is 500, and M is 1000. And then this is my second array called count. This is the answer that we will finally print out at the end. This will keep track of how many of each the Roman numerals we have. And this P will come into use later. So in this loop, I created this loop for I is equal to 1 all the way to I is equal to n. And inside this loop, we will separate each of the numbers, each of the digits in I, and see how many of the Roman numerals should we add. So here, this is where the P array comes into use. So this is basically 10 to the power of 0, 10 to the power of 1, 10 to the power of 2, and 10 to the power of 3. So here we use all of this from 10 to the power of 3 all the way to 10 to the power of 0. So if we divide our current I value by 10 to the power of, starting at 10 to the power of 3, which is divided by 1000, then you can get the digit at the you can get the fourth digit. For example, if I have 1234, we will get this first digit, which is 1. And then it compares this the digits that we just got from dividing. If it's less than 4, then we know that it's just adding it by itself. So for example, this 1 here would just be m. And if it's 2, then this will be mm. So if it's less than 4, we will just add this digit to our list, just add this amount of numbers to our list. And if it's equal to 4, Roman numerals have this special naming, so you will put 1 here with a 5 afterwards, meaning it's 5 minus 1, which is equal to 4. So we add 1 to this normal digit right here. And we also add 1 to the second digit, which is the one that's multiplied by 5. So for example here, if you had 40, then you will have X and L. Then if it's 9, this is the same thing as, basically the same thing. You will do 1 and 10 times 1. For example, you will do I and X, and that stands for 9. And XC stands for 90. And otherwise, if it's none of these cases, then we know that there will be definitely a 5 in front of it, because that's how Roman numerals are represented as. So we add 1 to the 5, and we also add to the normal digit, but we have to subtract it by 5 because we already added a 5 to that. And then afterwards, we use this mod to mod it by this power of 10, because then we will have the rest of the digits. For example, here, if you were to divide this digit by 10 to the power of 3, you'll get 2. And then if you use mod on this digit, and then it will remove this 2, and you will have the rest of the digits to deal with. Finally, at the end, we will have counted everything. Then you print out each of the characters, which is here the CH array. You print out each of the characters along with the space and how many characters there are. And also, this program does not work in C++17 because there's a error in the test cases, and the answer isn't correct. So I changed this to C++.